Yo, what's good, guys? I'm Relik. Welcome to Wave Ninja. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some really badass snares without much effort. I see a lot of people just use like the stock ones that they see in sample packs, which is fine usually. It just depends on what you're kind of going for, because some tracks can get away with like really bare snares, and then other times you'll want to like make them a little more unique and sound a little more organic. So yeah, we're just gonna do that today. So it really just comes down to layering. And there are three main layers usually. It's the transient, the body, and the tail. And you can obviously add more and less depending on what you're trying to go for. Like you could have like a transient, a tail, or you could have like, I don't know, just the transient, the body, and not have a tail or something like that. It just depends on what you're going for. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to make one right now. I'm just gonna take 3 audio tracks and group them. And the first one I'm going to find is a transient. And I didn't record the first time around, so this is the second time for me recording. So I already have some that I already picked out. I'm just going to save some time. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it as exactly this, the transient. So I'm going to zoom in and get real in there. That might be too much. Sweet. Maybe I'll throw EQ8. And obviously you can process these separately from each other since they're on separate tracks. Yeah, so maybe I'll have something like this. Sweet. Next is going to be the body. And what I'm going to want to try to find is like an organic snare sound to, add on top of this. So I already found one in the organic snares. And this is what it sounds like. So I'm going to throw this in here. And then what you're going to want to do to get it to sound really clean is you're going to want to zoom in. And since this one we already decided is going to be the transient, you're going to want to take away the body or the transient for this one and have it as just the body. Have it like this. Maybe bring it in a little bit like that. And then have it as just the tail like this. Maybe I'll make it a little bit shorter because I want it as just the body and not the tail. Probably go like this. There you go. You can kind of hear it already. Maybe I'll add a EQ. And then I'll add another saturator. Actually, I kind of like it as it is. Perfect. We'll just keep it as that. Maybe if I pitched it, it might sound a little better. Yeah, so maybe I'll pitch it up like that. You can also hit Control-J and consolidate these if you want. But yeah, you get the idea. Next, I'm going to be doing the tail. And usually what you can do is you can either use white noise or some like tonal sound, or what else can you use? You can use claps, obviously. Throw some reverb on them if you need. So I'm going to go to claps. And my favorite clap pack is the Waves Alchemy Claps and Stacks, I think it's called. But they have some really cool layered ones that are processed. So maybe I'll use this dusty one. Throw it on here. I'm gonna definitely want to turn this down though. As you can hear, oh my gosh, I need to stop zooming out like that. And then I don't need the beginning of this. Oh, is it because I have this? There we go. Maybe I will turn it up a little bit. And then what you'll want to do is probably EQ this as well. And a good trick to do is for the claps, you can have it at like 1.4K and like boost it a little bit. And it'll add or enhance the whacking sound that you get in the beginning. There we go. So yeah, that's kind of the general idea. And then maybe I'll add an additional tonal sound. We'll see how this goes. But you can try fully and do like pots and pans. See if I can find something. Maybe this one. So maybe I'll do this. And maybe I'll pitch it. And then what you can do is you can also add reverb on this if you want. So maybe I'll add a vintage reverb or something. I don't know how I feel about this. EQ it maybe. That could work. I'll turn it down. And then you can process the whole group itself, so maybe I'll want to throw another saturator on it. And there you go, that's the general idea too. So what you can do is you can go to audio, maybe take off the master, and go to resampling and bounce this out. There you go. And then you can throw this in your pack, and then that way you don't have to do the whole process every time. Sometimes I'll do this in like a drum rack or something like that. So like I'll have it in a track and I'll basically just use the samplers in drum rack, and then like later on I'll just do the same thing. I'll go to resampling and I'll just like bounce it out so I can use it in another track later on. So it's a super good way to not have to go through this process every time, and then obviously you can manipulate it even more by pitching them up and down, and then processing it even more and getting really weird with the samples. But yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.